You do not have to run after money with a tired heart anymore. Tonight, you can stop chasing money and begin to let money chase you in a softer, calmer, more peaceful way. Not by forcing, not by begging, not by staying awake with fear in your chest, not by proving that you deserve to be safe, just by breathing, softening, and opening your inner world to a new way of receiving. Maybe you have been running for a long time, running in your mind, running through bills, running through worries, running through questions like, will I have enough? What if it does not come? What if I fall behind? What if I'm never free? And maybe nobody sees how much that takes from you. Maybe people see you working, smiling, answering messages, doing what needs to be done, but they do not see the quiet pressure inside your body. They do not see the way money thoughts can follow you into bed. They do not see the way your heart gets tight when you check your account. They do not see how deeply you want to rest. But I want you to hear this gently. You are not lazy for wanting money to come with more ease. You are not wrong for wanting life to feel softer. You are not selfish for wanting support. You are not weak because you are tired of chasing. You are human, and your heart has carried enough fear. Tonight, we are not going to fight money. We are not going to worship money. We are not going to fear money. We are going to change the feeling around money. We are going to teach your body that it does not have to panic to receive. We are going to teach your mind that money can come through peace, through trust, through wise choices, through honest work, through open doors, through calm ideas, through support you did not expect. And slowly, gently, your inner world can begin to loosen its grip, like a hand that has been closed for years, like fingers that have forgotten how to open, like a heart that thought it had to chase everything it needed. Let this be the night your spirit whispers, I am done running from fear. Let this be the night you stop chasing money from lack. Let this be the night you begin to let money chase the peace you are becoming. You are here now. You are breathing now. And something in you is ready to receive in a new way. I know you have been trying. I know you have been holding things together, even when your mind felt full and your body felt heavy. You may have told yourself to keep going. Just one more day, just one more bill, just one more plan, just one more push. But deep inside, there may be a small voice asking, when do I get to feel safe? When do I get to breathe? When do I get to stop being afraid of money? And if that voice is inside you tonight, do not push it away. Let it be heard. Let it sit close to your heart. Let it know it is not wrong for asking. You are allowed to want relief. You are allowed to want more than survival. You are allowed to want a life where money does not feel like a storm, always waiting outside the door. You are allowed to want peace in your body when you think about receiving. You are allowed to want ease. You are allowed to want enough. You are allowed to want more than enough. And you can want these things without shame. Maybe somewhere along the way, you learned that money only comes through stress. Maybe you learned that struggle makes you worthy. Maybe you learned that if you rest, everything will fall apart. Maybe you learned that receiving is unsafe, or that wanting more is wrong, or that people like you must always work twice as hard just to feel okay. But those old lessons do not have to rule your life forever. They may have been repeated many times. They may have sounded true because they were familiar. But familiar does not always mean true. Sometimes familiar only means practice. And tonight, you are practicing something new. A softer thought, a kinder thought, a calmer way to meet money. Take a moment right now and ask yourself very gently, when was the last time you truly gave yourself permission to stop chasing and simply breathe? Not to give up, not to ignore your life, not to pretend that money does not matter, but to stop gripping so tightly, to stop making fear the master of your choices, to stop treating your worth like something you must earn every morning before the world allows you to rest. If you feel safe to share, you can hold that question in your heart or write one simple word in the comments later. Rest, trust, receive, or any word your heart needs tonight. Let it be a small promise to yourself, not to the world, not to anyone else, just to you. And if a part of you is wondering whether these words are really for you, yes, they are. You are not here by accident. Something in you wanted a different feeling. Something in you is tired of fear. Something in you is ready to believe that money does not have to come only through panic, pressure, or pain. You can still take action. You can still make plans. You can still work, save, learn, ask, create, apply, sell, serve, build, and choose wisely. But you do not have to do any of it while hurting yourself inside. You do not have to make your nervous system pay the price for your dreams. You do not have to chase money as if life is always running away from you. Imagine your heart like a small room at night. For a long time, the room may have been crowded with worry. Bills on the floor, old fears on the walls, tired thoughts sitting in every chair. And you standing in the middle, trying to clean everything at once. Tonight, we are not cleaning the whole room. We are simply opening one window. Just one. A little fresh air comes in. A little space returns. A little warmth touches the room. And maybe for the first time in a long time, your heart remembers. I can breathe here. I can begin here. I can receive here. You do not need to solve everything tonight. You only need to let your body know that it is safe enough to soften. You only need to let your hands open a little. You only need to let one new thought enter. Money can meet me in peace. Money can find me through calm doors. Support can reach me without fear leading the way. You are not behind in your life. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not broken because money has felt hard. You are learning a new relationship with receiving. And learning can be gentle. Learning can be slow. Learning can happen in the quiet. Learning can happen tonight, one breath at a time. Now let your body become still, if you can. Let your shoulders drop even one small amount. Let your jaw unclench. Let your hands rest open, even if only a little. You do not have to force your body to relax. Just invite it. A soft invitation is enough. And as these affirmations begin, you do not need to believe every word fully right away. Let them touch you gently. Let them pass through the mind and settle in the heart. Some words may feel true, some may feel new, some may feel far away. That is okay. You are not failing. You are simply listening. I do not have to chase money with fear. I do not have to chase money with fear anymore. I can take a breath before I reach. I can take a breath before I worry. I can take a breath before I decide that life is not supporting me. I do not have to run through my days with a tight chest and a tired mind. I can let my breath come first. I can let peace come first. I can let my heart remember that fear is not the only way to move. I do not have to chase money with fear. Let those words ove slowly through you. Not as a command, not as pressure, as a soft door opening inside the body. You may have chased because you were scared. You may have pushed because you thought you had no choice. You may have carried money fear for many years, but tonight, for this moment, you can place that fear down beside you. You do not have to carry it in your hands. You do not have to sleep with it in your chest. You do not have to make it your identity. I can meet money with a softer heart. I can meet money with a softer heart. I can look at money without turning against myself. I can think about bills without calling myself a failure. I can think about the future without making my body feel unsafe. I can meet money as a student, not as a victim. I can meet money as a friend, learning a new language. I can meet money with breath. I can meet money with patience. I can meet money with calm attention. A softer heart does not mean a careless heart. A softer heart can still make wise choices. A softer heart can still say yes. A softer heart can still say no. A softer heart can still count, plan, save, ask, create, and build. But it does not have to attack you while you are learning. It does not have to shame you for not knowing everything. It does not have to turn every number into a reason to feel small. Your heart can soften and still be strong. Your heart can be gentle and still be clear. Your heart can open and still protect your peace. I am allowed to breathe before I decide. I am allowed to breathe before I decide. Before I answer. Before I spend. Before I worry. Before I say yes from pressure. Before I say no from fear. Before I judge myself. Before I imagine the worst. I am allowed to breathe. Your breath is a small home inside you. It is always close. Even when the mind runs ahead, even when money thoughts feel loud, even when the world feels too fast, your breath waits like a quiet bowl of water, still, patient, ready to hold the sky again. So tonight, breathe before you decide. Breathe before you believe the old fear. Breathe before you chase. I release the habit of proving my worth through struggle. I release the habit of proving my worth through struggle. I do not need to suffer to show that I care. I do not need to be exhausted to be responsible. I do not need to break myself to be worthy of support. My worth was never measured by how tired I became. My worth was never measured by how much I carried alone. My worth was never measured by how long I could go without rest. Let this be soft in your body. You may have learned to be proud of surviving. And yes, you can honor your strength. You can honor the part of you that kept going. You can honor the part of you that did not give up. But now, you can also honor the part of you that wants ease. You can honor the part of you that wants help. You can honor the part of you that wants a new way. You are not less worthy when life becomes softer. You are not less devoted when you rest. You are not less powerful when you receive. I am learning to receive without shame. I am learning to receive without shame. I can let support come closer. I can let kindness reach me. I can let an honest opportunity meet me. I can let a helpful idea enter my mind. I can let good things arrive without asking, do I deserve this? I am learning that receiving is not weakness. I am learning that receiving is not taking too much. I am learning that receiving can be sacred, simple, and clean. Maybe your body feels strange when you imagine receiving. Maybe it tightens. Maybe it asks, is this safe? If that happens, do not fight it. Just place a gentle hand on your heart if you can, and say inside, we are learning. We are safe enough to open slowly. We do not need to receive everything at once. We can receive one soft breath. We can receive one kind thought. We can receive one small good thing today. My hands can open now. My hands can open now. The old grip can loosen. The fingers of fear can relax. I do not have to hold life so tightly. I do not have to hold money so tightly. I do not have to hold my dreams with panic. I can open my hands and still care. I can open my hands and still act. I can open my hands and still be wise. Imagine your hands resting open beside you, not empty, open. There is a difference. Empty says, nothing is here. Open says, I am ready to receive what is kind, honest, and right for me. Empty feels abandoned. Open feels available. Empty feels forgotten. Open feels awake. Tonight, let your hands become open. Let your heart become open. Let your breath become open. I can make wise choices without panic. I can make wise choices without panic. I can pause. I can listen. I can look at what is true. I can choose the next simple step. I do not need to solve my whole life in one thought. I do not need to make every decision from fear. I can slow down enough to hear myself. I can slow down enough to feel what is right. Panic makes everything look like a fire. But not everything is a fire. Some things are only asking for attention. Some things are asking for patience. Some things are asking for a simple plan. Some things are asking for support. Some things are asking for rest before action. You are allowed to choose from calm. You are allowed to choose from care. You are allowed to choose from the part of you that still believes life can help you. Money can come through calm doors. Money can come through calm doors. Money does not have to arrive through pressure every time. Money can come through clear ideas. Money can come through steady work. Money can come through kind people. Money can come through skills you are growing. Money can come through service that feels honest. Money can come through a door you have not seen yet. Let that be gentle. This is not a promise that life will move exactly how your mind demands. This is not a reason to sit still and ignore your choices. This is a new inner permission. A permission to stop believing that fear is the only path. A permission to believe that calm can also guide you. A permission to believe that support can arrive without you punishing yourself first. I am safe to let support reach me. I am safe to let support reach me. I can let help come without pushing it away. I can accept kind words. I can accept fair payment. I can accept respectful opportunities. I can accept guidance that feels steady. I can accept rest without guilt. I can accept that I do not have to carry everything alone. Support may come as a person. Support may come as an idea. Support may come as a new skill. Support may come as a chance to begin again. Support may come as a clear no. Support may come as a better yes. Support may come as the quiet strength to take one step. You do not need to know every form support will take. You only need to stop closing every door before it has a chance to open. I do not need to punish myself to become prosperous. I do not need to punish myself to become prosperous. I do not need to speak to myself with cruelty. I do not need to scare myself into action. I do not need to shame myself into discipline. I do not need to hate where I am in order to grow. I can grow with love. I can change with patience. I can build with kindness. Prosperity can begin as a feeling of inner space, a little more room in the chest, a little more air in the lungs, a little more kindness in the mind, a little less war inside the body. Before money changes outside, the feeling can begin to change inside, and that feeling matters. Because when you are not fighting yourself, you have more energy to choose well. When you are not shaming yourself, you have more strength to begin again. When you are not punishing yourself, you can hear the quiet wisdom that fear was covering. I release the belief that money is always far away. I release the belief that money is always far away. I no longer need to imagine money as something running from me. I no longer need to see myself as someone who is always behind. I no longer need to live inside the old picture of lack. Money can be closer than I think. Support can be closer than I think. A new thought can be closer than I think. Sometimes the mind creates distance before life does. It says, too late. It says, too hard. It says, not for you. It says, other people receive, but you do not. Tonight, let those old voices become softer. Let them become background sound. They do not have to lead. They do not have to decide. They do not have to name your future. You can say, that was an old fear. I am choosing a new direction now. I am allowed to have a peaceful relationship with money. I am allowed to have a peaceful relationship with money. Money does not have to feel like a fight. Money does not have to feel like a test. Money does not have to feel like a heavy stone on my chest. I can learn to speak about money with calm. I can learn to look at money with honesty. I can learn to receive money with gratitude. I can learn to use money with care. A peaceful relationship with money does not mean every question is answered today. It means you stop making money your enemy. It means you stop making yourself the enemy. It means you begin again with respect. You respect money as a tool. You respect your body as a home. You respect your choices as seeds. You respect your heart as something precious. You respect the slow process of learning a new way. I can want more without feeling bad. I can want more without feeling bad. I can want more peace. I can want more comfort. I can want more safety. I can want more space. I can want more freedom. I can want more support for myself and for the people I love. Wanting more does not make me greedy. Wanting more can be a sign that my soul is ready to grow. There is a gentle kind of wanting. It does not grab. It does not demand. It does not say, I am nothing until this comes. It says, I am grateful for what is here, and I am open to more. It says, I can honor this moment and still welcome expansion. It says, I am not wrong for desiring a life that feels kinder. So let yourself want softly. Let yourself dream softly. Let yourself open softly. I let go of the need to chase every opportunity. I let go of the need to chase every opportunity. Not every door is my door. Not every offer is my path. Not every urgent thing needs my whole heart. Not every chance is meant to be grabbed. I can listen. I can feel. I can wait for what feels honest. I can choose what supports my peace. When you are afraid, every door looks like the last door. Every chance feels like the only chance. Every delay feels like danger. But when you breathe, you remember that life is wider than one moment. The sky is wider than one cloud. The ocean is wider than one wave. Your future is wider than one opportunity. So you can stop chasing every moving thing. You can let what is right meet you with steadiness. I welcome money that comes with respect. I welcome money that comes with respect. Money through honest work. Money through kind exchange. Money through fair value. Money through service. Money through creativity. Money through care. Money through opportunities that do not ask me to abandon myself. You do not have to betray your heart to receive. You do not have to become hard to be supported. You do not have to trade your peace for every coin. You are allowed to receive money in ways that feel clean. You are allowed to choose paths that respect your spirit. You are allowed to build slowly, honestly, and calmly. You are allowed to say, I welcome good that does not cost me my soul. I trust myself to handle money with love and wisdom. I trust myself to handle money with love and wisdom. I do not need to be perfect to begin. I do not need to know everything today. I can learn. I can ask. I can pay attention. I can grow. I can make better choices one step at a time. Trusting yourself does not mean you never make mistakes. It means mistakes are not the end of your story. It means you can learn without hating yourself. It means you can notice what did not work and choose again. It means money can become a place of growth, not shame. You can become steady. You can become wise. You can become kind with yourself. You can become a safe person for your own dreams. I am not my past money story. I am not my past money story. I am not the fear I learned. I am not the lack I saw. I am not the mistakes I made. I am not the times I felt behind. I am not the old pattern that kept repeating. I am the one who can choose again. Your past may explain some of your fear, but it does not have to own your future. Your old story may have been loud, but it does not have to be final. You are allowed to turn the page slowly. You are allowed to write one new line tonight. One gentle line, one true line, one line that says, I am learning to receive in peace. I am learning to receive in peace. I am learning to receive in peace. Not with panic, not with guilt, not with fear that it will disappear, not with the feeling that I must prove I deserve it. I am learning to receive and breathe. I am learning to receive and say thank you. I am learning to receive and stay open. I am learning to receive and remain myself. Receiving in peace is a practice. The first time may feel strange. The second time may feel a little softer. The third time, your body may start to understand. Yes, this can be safe. Yes, support can come and I can hold it. Yes, good can arrive, and I do not have to push it away. Yes, I can receive without fear taking over the room. I no longer call struggle my only path. I no longer call struggle my only path. Struggle may have been part of my story, but it is not my only teacher. Pressure may have shaped me, but it is not my only guide. Fear may have pushed me before, but love can lead me now. There are other paths. There is the path of steady effort. There is the path of clear support. There is the path of calm courage. There is the path of patient growth. There is the path of honest receiving. There is the path of listening before rushing. There is the path where your body does not have to be in alarm. All day, you are allowed to find that path. You are allowed to walk it slowly. You are allowed to stop and breathe along the way. I am worthy before money arrives. I am worthy before money arrives. I am worthy when my account is full. I am worthy when my account is low. I am worthy when I am learning. I am worthy when I am beginning again. I am worthy when I do not yet know how everything will work out. Money does not create my worth. Money does not remove my worth. My worth is already here. Let this go deep. You may have spent years feeling better only when money looked good. You may have felt smaller when money felt tight. You may have thought your value moved up and down with numbers. But your worth is not a number. Your worth is not a balance. Your worth is not a bill. Your worth is not a price. Your worth is your living presence, your breath, your heart, your ability to love, your ability to begin again. I can receive money and remain kind. I can receive money and remain kind. I can grow and stay gentle. I can have more and stay humble. I can be supported and still care about others. I can welcome increase without losing my heart. I can allow abundance to make me more generous, more peaceful, and more present. Some people fear that receiving more will change them. They fear they will become hard. They fear they will become selfish. They fear they will forget what matters. But you can decide now. You can let support deepen your kindness. You can let comfort make you more open. You can let peace help you love better. Money does not have to take you away from your heart. Money can become a tool your heart knows how to hold. I let money find me through my gifts. I let money find me through my gifts, through the way I care, through the way I create, through the way I listen, through the way I solve, through the way I serve, through the way I show up with honesty, through the quiet value that lives inside me. You have something to offer. Maybe it is still growing. Maybe it is not perfect. Maybe you are still learning how to trust it. But something in you carries value. Your hands can help. Your words can comfort. Your mind can create. Your presence can bless a room. Your care can become service. Your service can become support. Your support can become a channel for money to meet you. I am open to ideas that support my life. I am open to ideas that support my life. Simple ideas, kind ideas, clear ideas, small ideas that become helpful steps, quiet ideas that arrive when I stop rushing, ideas that come in the morning, ideas that come when I walk, ideas that come when my mind is soft, ideas that help me choose with peace. An idea can be a little wing. At first it may look small. It may only flutter in the corner of your mind. But if you listen gently, and it may show you where to go. It may show you who to call. It may show you what to learn. It may show you what to release. It may show you one step that brings more ease. Tonight, tell your mind, I am open to calm ideas, not desperate ideas, not fear ideas, calm ideas, useful ideas, peaceful ideas. I do not have to earn rest by being exhausted. I do not have to earn rest by being exhausted. Rest is not a prize for breaking myself. Rest is not something I receive only when everything is done. Rest is part of how I become clear. Rest is part of how I return to myself. Rest is part of how I hear what fear has been covering. You are allowed to rest before the whole path is solved. You are allowed to close your eyes. You are allowed to soften your belly. You are allowed to let the bed hold you. You are allowed to let the night be kind to you. Money fear may still try to speak, but you can answer gently, not now. Tonight I rest. Tonight I let my body feel safe. Tonight I do not chase. I release money, fear from my body, one breath at a time. I release money, fear from my body, one breath at a time. From my shoulders, from my jaw, from my stomach, from my chest, from my hands, from the small hidden places where worry has been living. I do not force it out. I breathe it out. I let it loosen. I let it melt. I let it leave when it is ready. Imagine fear like cold mist around your heart. You do not fight the mist. You do not yell at it. You simply bring warmth. One breath of warmth. One kind thought of warmth. One soft sentence of warmth. And slowly the mist begins to thin. You can feel more space. You can feel more air. You can feel the heart beneath the fear. Still beating, still hoping, still ready. I am allowed to feel safe with money. I am allowed to feel safe with money. I am allowed to feel safe when I receive. I am allowed to feel safe when I spend with care. I am allowed to feel safe when I save. I am allowed to feel safe when I learn. I am allowed to feel safe when I ask for support. I am allowed to feel safe while money is still changing. Safety may not come all at once. It may come like dawn, a little color at the edge of the sky, a little light, a little warmth, then more, then more. Let money, safety arrive that way, slowly, gently, not forced, not rushed. You are not demanding your body to change tonight. You are inviting it to trust one breath. I can take calm action and let go of desperate energy. I can take calm action and let go of desperate energy. I can send the message. I can make the plan. I can complete the task. I can learn the skill. I can look at the number. I can choose the next step, and I can do it without the old storm inside me. Calm action is not weak. Calm action is steady. It does not scream. It does not shake you. It does not say, "You must fix everything now." It says, one step, then one breath, then one choice, then again. This is how a new life is built. Not always through a loud change, sometimes through quiet steps repeated with love. I welcome honest money. I welcome honest money. Money that comes through respect, money that comes through useful work, money that comes through clear exchange, money that comes through creative care, money that comes through fair opportunity, money that comes without asking me to leave myself behind. This is a clean welcome, a peaceful welcome. You are not begging. You are not grabbing. You are not taking from anyone. You are saying, I am available for support that is right for me. I am available for increase that feels honest. I am available for money that meets my life with peace. Let that welcome become soft in your chest. Let it sit there like warm tea in your hands. I stop chasing money, and I begin listening for wisdom. I stop chasing money, and I begin listening for wisdom. I stop running ahead of myself. I stop letting fear make every choice. I stop treating money like something outside my reach. I begin listening. Listening to my breath, listening to my body, listening to my quiet knowing, listening for the next simple step. Sometimes the answer is not to push harder. Sometimes the answer is to become still enough to notice what is already trying to help. A name that comes to mind, a task you have avoided, a skill you feel called to learn, a small change that brings order, a gentle no, a brave yes, a new way to care for what you already have. Wisdom does not always shout. Often wisdom arrives softly, and when you stop chasing, you can hear it. I am no longer ruled by the fear of not enough. I am no longer ruled by the fear of not enough. The fear may visit, but it does not rule. The thought may appear, but it does not lead. The old worry may knock, but it does not own the room. I can answer with breath. I can answer with calm. I can answer with a new truth. Not enough was a heavy story. It may have touched your money. It may have touched your love. It may have touched your time. It may have touched your body. It may have touched your dreams. But tonight, you can begin to loosen that story. You can say, There is enough breath for this moment. There is enough softness for this moment. There is enough courage for one step. There is enough hope to begin again. Allow myself to notice the support already near me. I allow myself to notice the support already near me. The bed beneath me. The breath moving through me. The night holding me. The quiet around me. The small choices I still have. The strength that has carried me here. The part of me that still believes. Support is not always dramatic. Sometimes support is a glass of water. Sometimes support is a message. Sometimes support is a quiet idea. Sometimes support is a pause before a wrong choice. Sometimes support is the courage to rest. Sometimes support is simply this moment where you are not running. Do not call it nothing because it is small. Small support can become the first stone of a new path. I am becoming available to receive. I am becoming available to receive. A little more today, a little more tonight, a little more with every breath. I do not need to open all at once. I do not need to become fearless. I only need to stop closing so quickly. I only need to let life come a little closer. Being available is a soft thing. It is not forcing. It is not chasing. It is not waiting with an angry heart. It is standing inside your own life with open hands. It is saying, I am here. I am listening. I am ready for what is honest and kind. I am ready for the next right step. I am ready to receive without losing myself. I let money chase the calm I am creating. I let money chase the calm I am creating. I do not chase from panic. I become steady. I do not chase from lack. I become open. I do not chase from fear. I become clear. I let money meet me where my peace is growing. I let support find the part of me that is no longer running. This is the heart of the practice. Not that money becomes magic. Not that life owes you everything without action. But that you stop living like money is always escaping you. You become a calmer place, a wiser place, a more open place, a person who can see opportunity because fear is not covering the eyes, a person who can receive support because shame is not closing the hands, a person who can take action because panic is not driving the heart. I give myself permission to begin again with money. I give myself permission to begin again with money. No matter what happened before, no matter what I did not know, no matter what I feared, no matter what I delayed, no matter what I regret, I can begin again. Tonight can be a soft beginning. This breath can be a soft beginning. Beginning again does not erase the past. It gives the present a new voice. It lets you say, I will not speak to myself like that anymore. I will not use money as a reason to hate myself. I will not chase from the same old wound. I will learn. I will soften. I will choose one step. I will let receiving become safe. I am gentle with the part of me. that is afraid. I am gentle with the part of me that is afraid. I do not shame it. I do not push it away. I do not call it weak. I do not tell it to be quiet. I listen. I comfort. I remind it that we are learning a new way. The afraid part of you may have tried to protect you. It may have believed that worry would keep you safe. It may have believed that chasing would stop loss. It may have believed that rest was dangerous. So tonight, speak to that part with love. Say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. You do not have to work so hard tonight. I am here with you. We can breathe now. We can open slowly. I choose calm over the old chase. I choose calm over the old chase." Not once, not perfectly, but again and again. When fear rises, I return to calm. When old thoughts speak, I return to calm. When money feels heavy, I return to calm. When I forget, I return to calm. Calm can become a path. At first it may feel small beneath your feet, a narrow path through tall grass. But each time you walk it, it becomes clearer. Each breath makes it wider. Each kind thought makes it easier to find. One day, calm will not feel so far away. One day, your body will know the way back. And tonight, you are teaching it. I am safe enough to rest while life continues moving. I am safe enough to rest while life continues moving. I do not have to stay awake to control every detail. I do not have to worry all night to prove that I care. I do not have to keep my body tense so life remembers me. Life can keep moving while I rest. My mind can soften. My body can slow down. My heart can be held by the quiet. There is a softness that comes when you stop fighting the night. The room grows gentle. The breath grows slow. The thoughts begin to drift like small boats moving away from the shore. You do not have to follow each one. You can let them go. Money thoughts can float away for now. Fear thoughts can float away for now. Tomorrow will meet you tomorrow. Tonight, you are allowed to be here. I trust that small steps can open large doors. I trust that small steps can open large doors. One breath, one choice, one honest look, one calm plan, one kind word to myself, one moment of rest, one moment of courage, one simple action taken without fear leading the way. Large doors do not always open because you push them with all your strength. Sometimes they open because you keep returning with patience. Sometimes they open because you stop forcing the wrong door. Sometimes they open because you become ready to walk through. Sometimes they open when your hands are no longer too full of fear to turn the handle. Trust the small step. Trust the quiet step. Trust the step you can take with peace. I allow my relationship with money to become lighter. Allow my relationship with money to become lighter, not careless, lighter, not empty, lighter, not foolish, lighter, less shame, less fear, less heaviness in the chest, more breath, more honesty, more space, more trust. Imagine money fear as a heavy coat you have worn for years. It protected you once, maybe. It helped you feel ready for cold weather. But now, inside this quiet room, you can unbutton it. You can slide it off your shoulders. You can place it beside you. You do not have to sleep in it. You do not have to dream in it. You do not have to carry it into every tomorrow. Let the relationship become lighter. Let your body remember lightness. I can receive without losing control. I can receive without losing control. Receiving does not mean I become careless. Receiving does not mean I stop choosing. Receiving does not mean I give my power away. Receiving means I let good reach me. Receiving means I let life support my next steps. Receiving means I stop blocking every gift with fear. Sometimes the mind fears receiving because receiving feels unknown. But you can receive slowly. You can receive wisely. You can receive with clear eyes. You can receive with boundaries. You can receive with gratitude. You can receive while staying connected to your own heart. Good does not need to overwhelm you. Good can meet you gently. Good can arrive in a way your nervous system learns to trust. I welcome enough for today and openness for tomorrow. I welcome enough for today and openness for tomorrow. Enough breath, enough strength, enough kindness, enough courage, enough light for this step, and openness for what may come next. You do not need to hold the whole future tonight. You only need enough for this breath, enough for this moment, enough to soften your hands, enough to let your shoulders drop, enough to remind your heart that it is not alone. Tomorrow can have its own doors. Tomorrow can have its own support. Tomorrow can have its own answers. Tonight, you welcome enough for now and openness for what is still becoming. I no longer make fear my money teacher. I no longer make fear my money teacher. Fear can speak, but I do not need to study under it forever. Fear can warn, but it does not need to rule. Fear can visit, but it does not need to become my home. I choose a wiser teacher now. I choose peace. I choose patience. I choose self-respect. I choose calm attention. Fear teaches through pressure. Peace teaches through clarity. Fear says, hurry or you will lose everything. Peace says, breathe and choose the next honest step. Fear says, you are behind. Peace says, you are here, and here is where you begin. Fear says, there is no way. Peace says, let us look again with softer eyes. Tonight, let peace teach you. I can let money come to me through peace, value, and trust. I can let money come to me through peace, value, and trust. Through peace in my body, through value in what I offer, through trust in the next step, through clear choices, through honest action, through open hands, through a heart that no longer wants to chase from fear. Let the title become a truth inside you in a safe and gentle way. Stop chasing money. Let it chase you. Let it chase your calm. Let it chase your value. Let it chase your open hands. Let it chase the person you are becoming. Not because you do nothing. Not because you wait without action. But because your energy is no longer running away from your own good. You are here. You are present. You are available. You are ready to receive in a new way. I am allowed to become a peaceful receiver. I am allowed to become a peaceful receiver. I can receive and still be grounded. I can receive and still be wise. I can receive and still be loving. I can receive and still be myself. I can receive without fear. I can receive without guilt. I can receive without apologizing for needing support. A peaceful receiver does not grab. A peaceful receiver does not beg. A peaceful receiver does not shut down. A peaceful receiver opens, listens, chooses, thanks, uses wisely, shares when moved, rests when tired, acts when guided, learns when needed, and returns again and again to breath. You are becoming that, slowly, softly, honestly. I am free to build abundance from love, not fear. I am free to build abundance from love, not fear. Love for my life, love for my body, love for my time, love for the people I care for, love for the gifts I carry, love for the future I am gently creating. Fear builds walls. Love builds rooms with windows. Fear tightens. Love opens. Fear says, there will never be enough. Love says, let us begin with what is here and make space for more. Fear runs. Love roots. Fear grabs. Love receives. Tonight, choose love as the ground beneath your feet. Quiet love. Steady love. The kind of love that helps you breathe again. I release the chase. I release the chase. I release the old running. I release the tired pressure. I release the belief that fear keeps me safe. I release the need to prove. I release the habit of gripping. I release the feeling that money is always moving away from me. And as I release the chase, I do not fall apart. I become softer. I become clearer. I become more present. I become more open. I become available to better thoughts. I become available to calmer choices. I become available to support that can meet me without force. I open to receive. I open to receive. I open to receive peace first. I open to receive breath first. I open to receive calm first. I open to receive one small good thing. And I open to receive wisdom. I open to receive honest opportunity. I open to receive money in ways that support my life with care. Let this be enough for now. You do not need to open every door tonight. You do not need to believe with perfect faith. You do not need to feel rich in this moment. You only need to let the old chase loosen. You only need to let your hands open a little more. You only need to let your body hear these words. Money can meet me in peace. Support can find me here. I am not running tonight. I am breathing. I am softening. I am learning to receive. I am learning to receive. I am learning to receive with a calm heart. I am learning to receive with open hands. I am learning to receive without shame. I am learning to receive without fear leading the way. I am learning to receive through trust. I am learning to receive through wisdom. I am learning to receive through love. And for tonight, that is enough. This learning is enough. This breath is enough. This softening is enough. This quiet return to yourself is enough. You have spent enough time chasing with a tired heart. Now let the heart rest. Let the hands open. Let the breath move. Let the body feel the first gentle truth of this new path. You do not have to run after money with fear anymore. You can become peaceful. You can become open. You can become steady. You can become ready. And money can begin to meet you in a new way. And now, as the chase begins to soften inside you, imagine something very gentle. Imagine a quiet harbor at night. The sea is dark, but not frightening. The water moves slowly. The air is cool. Far away, there may still be waves. Far away, there may still be wind. But here, inside this small harbor, there is a calm place where boats can come in safely. This harbor does not run after the boats. It does not shout across the sea. It does not beg the waves to bring something to it. It simply remains open. It keeps its light burning. It keeps its waters steady. It gives the boats a place to arrive. And because it is steady, because it is open, because it is waiting without panic, what belongs there can find its way home. Let your heart be like that harbor. Let your heart stop running out into the storm. Let your heart come back to its own shore. You do not need to chase every coin through the wind. You do not need to swim after every chance until your spirit feels tired. You do not need to leave yourself behind to prove that you want a better life. You can become a calm place where support knows how to arrive. A harbor is not passive. It has strength. It has structure. It has space. It knows where its edges are. It knows how to hold what comes in. It knows when the waters are too wild. It knows how to wait through the night. And you, too, can learn this kind of strength. Not the strength that clenches, not the strength that forces, not the strength that says, I must control everything or nothing will be okay. A deeper strength, a quieter strength, the strength of staying connected to yourself while life moves around you. Money fear can make the inner sea feel wild. It can make one small bill feel like a storm. It can make one delay feel like disaster. It can make one slow month feel like a story about your whole future. But a storm is not the whole ocean. A wave is not the whole sea. A hard moment is not the whole truth of your life. You are more than this moment. You are more than this fear. You are more than the number that frightened you. You are more than the pressure you have been carrying. There is a harbor inside you, a place that knows how to breathe, a place that knows how to wait, a place that knows how to hold your dreams without crushing them, a place that knows that fear may be loud, but it is not the deepest voice in you. And tonight you are returning to that place, slowly, softly, with no need to rush. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You do not have to become someone new by force. You do not have to become hard to survive. You do not have to become cold to handle money. You do not have to stop feeling to become safe. You can stay tender. You can stay kind. You can stay human. You can stay open. And still, you can grow. There is another image now. A cup left outside after a long dry season. For many days, maybe many years, the cup felt empty. Dust gathered inside it. The sun made it warm. The air felt still. And maybe the cup began to believe, in its own quiet way, that nothing would ever fill it again. But then one night, rain came. Not all at once, not like a flood, just one drop, then another, then another. Soft rain, patient rain, steady rain. And the cup did not have to chase the sky. It only had to be open. Maybe your heart has been like that cup. Maybe it has been dry from worry. Maybe it has waited for support. Maybe it has wondered if life forgot where you were. But tonight, you do not need to chase the rain. You do not need to pull blessings from the clouds. You do not need to beg the sky. You can become open enough to receive one drop of peace, one drop of trust, one drop of hope, one drop of new thought. And drop by drop, your inner world can change. This is how receiving begins, not always in a loud way, not always with a sudden answer. Sometimes receiving begins as a softened shoulder. Sometimes it begins as one quiet breath. Sometimes it begins as the first time you do not attack yourself for being afraid. Sometimes it begins as the moment you whisper, "I do not want to chase from panic anymore." Sometimes it begins when you stop looking at your life as roof that you have failed and start seeing it as a place where new support can still arrive. You are allowed to receive slowly. That is important. You are allowed to receive in a way your body can understand. You are allowed to take in peace before you take in more. You are allowed to let your nervous system feel safe before you call in bigger things. You are allowed to build trust gently. You are allowed to become friendly with support. You are allowed to stop scaring yourself into movement. Money can be part of life without becoming the whole sky. It can help. It can support. It can move. It can be used with care. It can come and go. It can grow through attention, patience, service, learning, and wise choices. But money is not your breath. Money is not your soul. Money is not the measure of your beauty. Money is not the judge of your heart. Money is not allowed to decide whether you are worthy of rest tonight. Let this be very clear in you. You are worthy before the next payment. You are worthy before the next opportunity. You are worthy before the next answer. You are worthy before anything changes. And from that worth, you can create. From that worth, you can choose. From that worth, you can receive. From that worth, you can stop running like you are trying to catch the life you are already allowed to live. Think of a bell in the quiet. It does not chase the listener. It simply rings, clear, steady, true. And the sound travels. It moves through the air. It reaches places the bell does not run to. This is another way to understand your energy. When you are always chasing, your sound becomes full of panic. When you are grounded, your sound becomes clear. When you know your value, even softly, your sound travels differently. When you act from peace, people can feel it. When you offer from love, opportunities can meet you more honestly. When you stop trying to be chosen by everything, you begin to choose what belongs with you. So tonight, you are not being asked to stop caring about money. You are not being asked to ignore your life. You are not being asked to pretend that everything is easy. You are only being invited to stop making fear the center of your money story. You are being invited to become the harbor, to become the open cup, to become the quiet bell. Not chasing, not begging, not shrinking, just steady enough to be found. And perhaps, somewhere inside you, a little doubt still whispers, "But what if I open and nothing comes?" Let that doubt be here too. Do not push it out. Do not shame it. Just place it beside your heart and answer softly. Even if I am afraid, I can open one small part of me. Even if I do not know how support will come, I can stop hurting myself with fear tonight. Even if I am learning slowly, I am still learning. Even if my hands tremble, they can still open. This is not about perfect faith. This is about gentle permission. Permission to soften, permission to receive. Permission to stop chasing money with the energy of fear. Permission to let money meet the steadier version of you. Permission to let your inner harbor become calm enough for new ships to arrive. Let that image rest in you. A quiet harbor, a small cup receiving rain, a clear bell ringing in the night, and you breathing softly, becoming open in your own time. Now let these words come closer. Let them be slower than before. Let them be softer. Let each one touch the heart, rest there, and then drift deeper. You do not have to hold them tightly. You do not have to repeat them perfectly. You only have to let them pass through you like warm air. I am safe to receive more peace around money. I am safe to receive more peace around money. Not all at once. Not by force. Just a little more peace, a little more space, a little more breath when I think of money, a little more gentleness when I look at my life, a little more kindness when I remember what I have been through. Let that sink in. Peace is allowed to enter this part of your life. Money does not have to be a closed room inside your heart. Money does not have to be the place where you stop breathing. Money does not have to be the thought that steals your sleep. You can invite peace here too. Even here, especially here. I can receive without fear taking over my body. I can receive without fear taking over my body. I can notice good things and let them stay. I can feel support and not push it away. I can accept help without becoming small. I can receive a compliment, a payment, a gift, a chance, a kind word, and let my body learn that good can be safe. Maybe before, when something good came close, part of you got nervous. Maybe you thought, will it last? Maybe you wondered, what will be taken from me later? Maybe good things felt too strange to trust. Tonight, you do not have to force trust. You only need to let your body hear a new message. Good can come softly. Good can stay long enough to bless me. Good can meet me without hurting me. I am allowed to be supported without feeling guilty. I am allowed to be supported without feeling guilty. Support is not a mistake. Support is not weakness. Support is not something I have to hide. I can let life hold me in small ways. I can let people help me in kind ways. I can let fair exchange bless my life. I can let rest support my energy. I can let wisdom support my choices. You were not made to carry every heavy thing alone. You were not made to be the answer to every question. You were not made to live as if asking for help is failure. Support is part of life. The tree is supported by earth. The bird is supported by air. The moon is supported by the dark sky. And you too are allowed to be supported. I let money come through doors that honor my peace. I let money come through doors that honor my peace. Not through panic, not through self-betrayal, not through paths that make my heart feel heavy. I am open to doors that feel honest, doors that respect my time, doors that respect my gifts, doors that respect my body, doors that respect the quiet truth inside me. There are many kinds of doors in life. Some are loud, but not right. Some are shiny, but not kind. Some are fast, but not steady. And some are simple, plain, quiet, easy to miss when fear is rushing. Tonight, you are learning to notice the doors that carry peace. You are learning to feel the difference between pressure and guidance. You are learning that not everything urgent is meant for you. I can have more without losing myself. I can have more without losing myself. More comfort, more room, more choice, more time to breathe, more support, more beauty, more freedom. And still, I can stay close to my heart. Still, I can remember what matters. Still, I can be gentle. Still, I can be real. Let this go deep. You do not have to choose between abundance and kindness. You do not have to choose between receiving and being humble. You do not have to choose between money and soul. You can have your feet on the earth and your hands open to the sky. You can grow and still be soft. You can receive and still be generous. You can rise and still be loving. I am no longer afraid of becoming visible to support. I am no longer afraid of becoming visible to support. I do not hide my needs from myself. I do not hide my gifts from life. I do not hide my dreams behind old shame. I allow the right people, the right ideas, the right openings, and the right next steps to notice me in honest ways. For a long time, you may have stayed quiet, not because you had nothing to offer, but because being seen felt unsafe. Maybe asking felt unsafe. Maybe wanting felt unsafe. Maybe receiving attention felt unsafe. But now, gently, you can let yourself become visible to what is kind. Not to everything, not to everyone, only to what is aligned with your peace. I allow my value to be recognized in simple and honest ways. I allow my value to be recognized in simple and honest ways. The care I give has value. The time I spend has value. The ideas I carry have value. The skills I am growing have value. The presence I bring has value. The love I put into what I do has value. You do not have to shout your value. You do not have to beg anyone to see it. You do not have to over-explain your worth until your spirit feels empty. You can stand quietly in what is true. You can offer what is real. You can let honest recognition come closer. You can stop hiding the gold inside your own hands. I am learning to hold increase with calm. I am learning to hold increase with calm. If more comes, I can breathe. If a new door opens, I can breathe. If support arrives, I can breathe. If money grows, I can breathe. If life becomes better than I expected, I can breathe. I do not have to panic when good expands. Sometimes people are not only afraid of losing, they are afraid of receiving, afraid of more responsibility, afraid of being judged, afraid of making mistakes, afraid good will come and then disappear. So let your body hear this slowly. More can arrive gently. More can be held gently. More can be learned gently. More does not have to rush your spirit. I welcome money that supports my peace, my purpose, and my daily life. I welcome money that supports my peace, my purpose, and my daily life. Money for shelter, money for food, money for rest, money for learning, money for care, money for choices, money for beauty, money for the simple things that help life feel kinder. This is a peaceful welcome. It does not worship money. It does not fear money. It gives money a healthy place, a place where it can serve life, a place where it can support what matters, a place where it can help without becoming the ruler of your heart. I release the feeling that I must always be behind. I release the feeling that I must always be behind. Behind in money, behind in life, behind in success, behind in time, behind other people, behind some invisible line I was never meant to race toward. I let that pressure loosen now. You are not late to your own life. You are not living on someone else's clock. You are not a mistake because your path has taken time. Some things grow underground before they rise. Some roots deepen before the green leaves appear. Some changes begin in silence long before the world can see them. You may be closer than your fear thinks. I can trust quiet progress. I can trust quiet progress. The progress no one sees. The softer breath, the calmer choice. The moment I do not shame myself. The small plan I make with love. The step I take without panic. The thought I choose instead of the old fear. Quiet progress still counts. Soft progress still counts. Inner progress still counts. The world may not clap for it. No one may notice. But your body notices. Your heart notices. Your future notices. Every peaceful choice becomes part of the path. I am free to let money become lighter in my mind. I am free to let money become lighter in my mind. Less like a stone, less like a threat, less like a test I keep failing, more like a tool, more like a river of exchange, more like a form of care that can move through life, more like something I can learn to hold with ease. Let the heaviness soften, let the old tightness melt. Let the mind stop turning money into a dark mountain. Maybe tonight it can become a small candle on a table, something you can look at, something you can understand, something you can sit beside without fear, something that does not need to tower over your soul. I am worthy of receiving without over-explaining my pain. I am worthy of receiving without over-explaining my pain. I do not have to prove how hard it has been. I do not have to show every wound. I do not have to earn compassion by being empty. I do not have to make my struggle bigger so support can feel allowed. This is deep. Let it rest in your heart. You are allowed to receive because you are human. You are allowed to be helped because life includes care. You are allowed to have needs without turning them into an apology. You are allowed to want comfort without listing every reason. You are allowed to be supported without first being broken. I do not need to become smaller so money feels safe. I do not need to become smaller so money feels safe. I do not need to hide my dreams. I do not need to lower my voice. I do not need to pretend I want less than I do. I do not need to shrink my hope so others feel comfortable. My heart can want what it wants with kindness. Your dreams do not need to be loud to be real. They do not need to be understood by everyone. They do not need to be explained before they are allowed to live in you. You can hold them softly. You can protect them. You can let them breathe. You can let money support the life your heart is quietly growing. I give myself permission to receive from expected and unexpected places. I give myself permission to receive from expected and unexpected places. Through work I understand. Through ideas I did not expect. Through people I trust. Through choices that feel clear. Through doors I once overlooked. Through small beginnings. Through timing I cannot fully see yet. You do not need to know every path. You do not need to guess every form. You do not need to control every arrival. Let life have more ways than your worry can count. Let support have more shapes than your mind can name. Let the next step come in a form that feels peaceful and true. I can be responsible without being afraid all the time. I can be responsible without being afraid all the time. I can care and still breathe. I can plan and still rest. I can work and still be gentle with myself. I can pay attention without falling into panic. I can be wise without living in alarm. This may be one of the deepest truths tonight. Fear is not the same as responsibility. Worry is not the same as wisdom. Tension is not the same as love. You can care for your life without scaring your body. You can handle what is in front of you with a calmer heart. You can be steady without being harsh. I allow abundance to feel natural in my body. I allow abundance to feel natural in my body. Not strange, not unsafe, not too much, not only for other people. Natural, like breath, like warmth, like food when I'm hungry, like rest when I'm tired, like a door opening when it is time. Let the word abundance become soft, not loud, not greedy, not heavy, soft. Abundance can mean enough space to breathe, enough support to make good choices, enough time to care for your body, enough peace to sleep, enough trust to take the next step, enough light to keep going. I am learning to trust the flow of giving and receiving. I am learning to trust the flow of giving and receiving. I give with love when it is mine to give. I receive with grace when it is mine to receive. I do not empty myself to prove love. I do not close myself to prove strength. I let the flow become more balanced. A healthy flow does not only move one way. If you only give and never receive, the heart becomes tired. If you only hold and never share, the heart becomes tight. But when giving and receiving move with wisdom, something inside becomes more peaceful. You are allowed to be part of that flow. You are allowed to give from fullness. You are allowed to receive without shame. I trust myself to say yes to what nourishes me. I trust myself to say yes to what nourishes me. Yes to rest. Yes to clear opportunities. Yes to fair payment. Yes to peaceful support. Yes to learning. Yes to asking for what is needed. Yes to choosing what helps my life grow. A good yes feels different from a fearful yes. A good yes has breath in it. A good yes has room. A good yes may still feel brave, but it does not feel like self-abandonment. You are learning the sound of your own yes. You are learning how peace feels in the body. You are learning how your heart speaks when fear is not shouting over it. I trust myself to say no to what drains my spirit. I trust myself to say no to what drains my spirit. No to pressure that breaks my peace. No to offers that ask too much of my soul. No to old habits that keep me chasing. No to shame. No to panic. No to the belief that I must accept less because I am afraid. A loving no can protect your receiving. A loving no can protect your energy. A loving no can make space for the right yes. You do not need to explain your whole heart to every person. You do not need to trade your calm for approval. You do not need to say yes just because fear is afraid of missing out. Your no can be peaceful. Your no can be clean. Your no can be part of your abundance. I let my life become easier to support. I let my life become easier to support. I let my thoughts become kinder. I let my choices become clearer. I let my spaces become simpler. I let my heart become softer. I let my hands become more willing to receive. Sometimes support cannot enter because everything inside feels crowded with fear. Not because you are bad, not because you are blocked forever, only because there is too much noise. So tonight, you make space. A little space in your breath. A little space in your mind. A little space in your heart. A little space for a new way. I am ready to stop confusing struggle with love. I am ready to stop confusing struggle with love. Love does not ask me to suffer forever. Love does not ask me to hate myself into growth. Love does not ask me to chase until I disappear. Love invites me to become whole. Love invites me to receive care. Love invites me to live with more tenderness toward myself. Let that be the peak of this moment. Let it move slowly through your chest. You do not have to suffer to prove that you are worthy. You do not have to be exhausted to prove that you are good. You do not have to chase until your heart breaks to prove that you deserve peace. You are already worthy of peace. You are already worthy of support. You are already worthy of a softer way. If your eyes feel heavy, let them be heavy. If your heart feels tender, let it be tender. If a tear comes, let it come. No need to explain it. No need to stop it. Sometimes the heart cries when it hears the truth it has waited for, and the truth is simple. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop running after a life that can begin meeting you gently. I am not here to chase from emptiness. I am here to receive from my living heart. I am not here to beg life to notice me. I am here to become present enough to notice the doors opening. I am not here to punish myself for the past. I am here to bless the next step with care. I am not here to fear money. I am here to create a calmer home for support. Let that rest in you. A calmer home for support. A softer room inside the heart. A place where fear is no longer the loudest voice. A place where your breath can move. A place where money is welcome, but it is not worshipped. A place where life can bring what is honest, useful, and kind. A place where you can receive and still feel like yourself. I become a peaceful place for good to arrive. I become a peaceful place for good to arrive. Not perfect. Peaceful, not fearless. Peaceful, not finished. Peaceful. I become a place where new ideas can land, where kind support can rest, where money can serve life, where my heart can keep opening. This is the shift. This is the soft power. You stop chasing money like you are separate from good. You return to yourself. You breathe. You open. You become steady. And from that steadiness, you act. From that steadiness, you choose. From that steadiness, you receive. I let the chase end inside me first. I let the chase end inside me first. Before everything outside changes. Before every answer arrives. Before every number looks the way I want. Before the whole path is clear. I let the inner chase begin to end. Right here, in this breath, in this body, in this quiet. Because when the inner chase ends, the outer life can begin to feel different. You may still take steps. You may still make plans. You may still learn and work and choose. But the energy changes. The old panic is no longer holding the wheel. The old shame is no longer naming you. The old fear is no longer the only voice. Something softer is leading now. Something wiser. Something warmer. Something that remembers your worth. I receive with peace. I receive with wisdom. I receive with gratitude. I receive with open attention. I receive with a steady heart. I receive in ways that honor my life. I receive in ways that help me grow. I receive in ways that let me stay kind. And if you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. Not because you earned it perfectly, not because you never made mistakes, not because you have all the answers. You deserve peace because your heart has been tired. You deserve peace because you are human. You deserve peace because life is not asking you to hate yourself into safety. You deserve peace because gentleness can be part of your path now. Let this be the moment your heart hears it. You do not have to chase love. You do not have to chase worth. You do not have to chase safety. You do not have to chase money as if you are nothing without it. You can become quiet enough for life to meet you. You can become open enough for support to come closer. You can become steady enough to receive without fear taking over. I am ready for support that feels kind. I am ready for increase that feels peaceful. I am ready for money that serves my life with care. I am ready for choices that honor my body. I am ready for opportunities that respect my spirit. I am ready for a new relationship with receiving. And as these words settle, let your whole body soften. Not because everything is solved, but because you are not alone inside yourself anymore. You are listening. You are present. You are becoming a safer place for your own heart. And from that place, so much can begin. Now, let everything slow down. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing to fix. Nothing to prove. Nothing to chase. Everything can wait for a few moments. Just breathe. Let this moment be just for you. Not for your work. Not for your bills. Not for the people who need you. Not for the plans waiting for tomorrow. Just for you, your breath, your heart, your tired body, your quiet inner world. Take a slow breath in, hold it softly, and release again. Breathe in gently. Let the air enter like warm light. Hold it for a moment and release the old pressure. One more time. Breathe in, not too deep, not too hard, just enough. Hold and let it go. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is nothing you need to do right now. Money can wait. The world can wait. The questions can wait. The next step can wait. For this moment, you are allowed to exist without solving anything. Feel the place where your body touches the bed, the chair, or the floor. Let that place hold you. You do not have to hold yourself so tightly. Let the support beneath you be enough for this moment. Let your weight become heavy. Let your shoulders fall. Let your face soften. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let your forehead smooth. Let the skin around your eyes soften. Let the tiny muscles of your face stop working so hard. You do not need to look ready. You do not need to look strong. You do not need to hold any expression for the world. Just soften. Breathe in again. And as you release, let your jaw loosen. Let the tongue rest. Let the throat open. Maybe you have held unspoken money fear there, words you did not say, needs you were afraid to name, questions you swallowed. Let that area soften now. You do not have to speak tonight. You only have to breathe. Now bring your attention to your shoulders. They have carried so much. Maybe they carried responsibility. Maybe they carried old pressure. Maybe they carried the feeling that everything depends on you. Let them drop, just a little, and a little more. Say inside, softly, I do not have to carry the whole future tonight. Again, I do not have to carry the whole future tonight. Let that sentence rest there. Let your shoulders hear it. Let your back hear it. Let your heart hear it. You do not have to carry the whole future tonight. Now feel your hands. Maybe they are open. Maybe they are closed. Maybe they are resting without effort. Let them be exactly as they are. No force, no correction. Just notice them. Your hands have worked. Your hands have held. Your hands have reached. Your hands have tried. Your hands may have gripped life when fear felt too loud. Now let them soften. Finger by finger, palm by palm. Imagine your hands floating in warm water. The water is safe. The water is quiet. The water does not ask anything from you. It simply holds. Your hands can stop reaching for now. They can stop grabbing. They can stop protecting. They can rest. Say inside, my hands are allowed to rest. Again, my hands are allowed to rest. And once more, softer, my hands are allowed to rest. Now bring your attention to your chest, not to change it, only to be with it. Maybe there is tightness there. Maybe there is warmth. Maybe there is heaviness. Maybe there is nothing you can name. All of it is welcome. Breathe in toward the heart, not with force, just with kindness. And breathe out. Breathe in again. Let the heart be held by the breath. And breathe out. This heart has cared so much. This heart has hoped. This heart has feared. This heart has kept going. This heart has wanted peace. This heart has wanted safety. This heart has wanted to believe that support can come. Place your attention there like a warm hand. Say inside, my heart does not have to chase tonight. Again, my heart does not have to chase tonight. Let the words become quiet. Let them become slow. Let them become almost like a lullaby. My heart does not have to chase tonight. Now feel your belly. This place may have held worry. This place may have tightened when money thoughts came. This place may have braced before you even knew you were afraid. Let it soften if it wants to. If it cannot soften, that is okay. Do not force it. Just bring kindness there. Breathe in gently. And as you breathe out, whisper inside. It is safe to soften a little. Again, breathe in and breathe out. It is safe to soften a little. One more breath, in and out. It is safe to soften a little. No big change is needed. A little is enough. A small softening is enough. 1 inch of peace is enough. One quiet breath is enough. You are doing beautifully. Now feel your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Let them become heavy. Let them stop running. Let them stop moving toward some faraway answer. You are here. This is enough for now. Your feet do not need to chase tonight. Your legs do not need to carry fear tonight. Your body does not need to run through tomorrow before it arrives. You can be here, here in this breath, here in this quiet, here in this soft place where everything can slow down. Take another breath in, slow, gentle, kind. Hold it softly and release. Again, breathe in peace. Hold it lightly. Release pressure. Again, breathe in softness. Hold. Release the chase. Again, breathe in trust. Hold. Release the old fear. Let your body hear this now. There is nothing you need to do right now. There is nothing you need to prove right now. There is nothing you need to fix right now. You are safe here. You are safe to breathe. You are safe to rest in this moment. If a money thought comes in, let it come. Do not fight it. Let it pass through the mind like a cloud crossing the moon. You do not have to follow it. You do not have to answer it. You do not have to believe it. You can simply say, not now. If another thought comes, say again, not now. If fear tries to pull you forward, say softly, not now. I am breathing. There is great power in this. Not loud power, not hard power, soft power. The power to choose rest for one moment. The power to return to the body. The power to let the mind become quiet. The power to stop feeding every worry with your attention. Now imagine the quiet harbor again. The water still, the air soft, the night open. A small lantern glows near the shore, not bright enough to hurt your eyes, just bright enough to guide what belongs to you. You are not out in the storm anymore. You are sitting near the water, wrapped in warmth, breathing, listening, letting the waves move without needing to control them. The harbor does not ask the sea to explain itself. It does not count every wave. It does not fear every sound. It stays open. It stays steady. It lets the night pass. And you can do the same. Say inside, I can stay open without chasing. Again, I can stay open without chasing. One more time, I can stay open without chasing. Let that rest in your heart. You can stay open without chasing. You can want a better life without hurting yourself. You can care about money without giving it your whole nervous system. You can plan tomorrow when tomorrow comes. Tonight, you can rest. Now bring one hand to your heart if that feels good. Or simply imagine a warm hand there. Feel the gentle weight. Feel the quiet comfort. Let this be enough. Say inside, I am here with myself. Again, I am here with myself. And softer, I am here with myself. This matters because so much chasing begins when you leave yourself. When fear pulls you into the future, when shame pulls you into the past, when pressure pulls you away from your own breath. Tonight, you come back. You come back to the body. You come back to the heart. You come back to the quiet. Take a slow breath in and release. Let the body become heavier. Let the room become softer. Let the sounds around you become part of the peace. Nothing has to be perfect. No silence has to be perfect. No feeling has to be perfect. This moment can hold everything: your hope, your doubt, your tiredness, your longing, your breath. If you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. You deserve peace when you are strong. You deserve peace when you are tired. You deserve peace when you know what to do. You deserve peace when you do not know yet. You deserve peace before the money changes. You deserve peace while you are learning. You deserve peace tonight. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You deserve peace tonight. Again. You deserve peace tonight. One more time, even so. Consider you deserve peace tonight. Now breathe in and imagine breathing in a soft silver calm, not bright, not sharp, a gentle silver calm like moonlight on quiet water. Let it enter the chest. Let it move through the shoulders. Let it rest in the belly. Let it flow down the legs. Let it reach the hands. And breathe out anything you do not need to hold right now. Pressure, chasing, fear, old stories, tight thoughts, heavy questions. Let them leave with the breath. Not forever, maybe, just for now, just enough to rest. Again, breathe in silver calm. Breathe out the old chase. Again, breathe in quiet support. Breathe out the need to force. Again, breathe in softness. Breathe out the belief that fear keeps you safe. You are safe here. You are safe in this breath. You are safe in this small moment of stillness. You are safe to stop running for now. Let the words become very simple. Rest, breathe, soften, open, receive, rest, breathe, soften, open, receive, rest, breathe, soften, open, receive. Let those words move in a slow circle, like a lullaby, like water around smooth stones, like wind through a quiet field. No hurry, no force, no need to understand everything. Just rest, just breathe. Now, if a comment or reflection wants to rise in your heart, ask yourself gently, what am I ready to stop chasing with fear? Do not answer quickly. Let the question float. What am I ready to stop chasing with fear? Maybe your answer is money. Maybe it is approval. Maybe it is safety. Maybe it is love. Maybe it is certainty. Maybe it is permission to rest. Whatever answer comes, hold it softly. No judgment, no pressure. Just notice. And if you choose to share it later, you may write one gentle word. Peace, rest, money, trust, freedom. Enough. Let the word become a small candle for your own heart. Now come back to the breath. In, out, in, out. So simple, so gentle, so close. The breath is not far away. Peace is not as far as fear says. Support may not be as far as worry believes. A new way may already be forming quietly inside you. You do not have to see it clearly tonight. You do not have to name it. You do not have to plan it. Let it form in the quiet, like a seed under soft earth, like a pearl slowly becoming in a hidden shell, like morning waiting below the edge of the sky. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that sentence return. There is nothing you need to do right now. Everything can wait. Just breathe. You are safe here. Let the shoulders sink. Let the jaw rest. Let the hands open. Let the belly soften. Let the heart be quiet. Breathe in. You are held by this moment. Breathe out. You can release the old, deep pressure. Breathe in. You are allowed to receive peace. Breathe out. You are allowed to stop chasing. Now imagine that every breath is gently widening the space around your heart, not breaking anything open, not forcing anything, just widening. A little more room, a little more air, a little more trust, a little more softness. Inside that space, place one simple truth. I can receive in peace. Do not make it loud. Let it be small. Small and true enough for tonight. I can receive in peace again. I can receive in peace again. I can receive in peace. Now let it become even softer. I can rest in peace while receiving becomes safe for me. I can rest in peace while receiving becomes safe for me. I can rest in peace while receiving becomes safe for me. Let the body become heavy again. Let the mind become slower. Let the old chase fade into the background, like a road you are no longer walking tonight, like a noise outside a closed window, like a story you are not reading right now. You are here. You are breathing. You are safe enough to soften. You are safe enough to be still. You are safe enough to let one new feeling enter. Not the whole future, not the whole answer, just one feeling. Peace. Let peace touch the forehead. Let peace touch the eyes. Let peace touch the jaw. Let peace touch the throat. Let peace touch the shoulders. Let peace touch the chest. Let peace touch the belly. Let peace touch the hands. Let peace touch the legs. Let peace touch the feet. Nothing to chase, nothing to prove, nothing to fix in this moment. Only breath, only softness, only this quiet return to yourself. And now, for a few slow breaths, let the words become smaller. Not because they are ending, because they are sinking deeper. Breathe, rest, open, receive. Breathe, rest, open, receive. Let the silence hold what the words have planted. Let the stillness do what effort could not do. Let your heart feel that it is not being pushed anymore. Let your body feel that it does not have to run. There is nothing you need to do right now. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. And in this breath, you are not chasing. In this breath, you are not proving. In this breath, you are not behind. In this breath, you are returning. Returning to the calm harbor. Returning to the open cup. Returning to the quiet bell. Returning to the soft place inside you where receiving can begin. Stay here. Stay soft. Stay with the breath. Let the next words come slowly. Let them meet you gently. Let them find the place in you that is ready to receive more peace. Stay with the breath. Stay with the softness that has already begun. You do not need to climb back into worry now. You do not need to return to the old race. Let the quiet inside you become a little wider. Let your heart receive these words slowly. This is the place where you remember your power. Not loud power, not hard power, not the power that pushes, grabs, or forces. The power that comes when you finally stop leaving yourself behind. The power that comes when you say, I can be calm and still be supported. The power that comes when your spirit stops begging life to prove your worth. My value is steady even when money is changing. My value is steady even when money is moving around me. My value is steady when I am learning. My value is steady when I am waiting. My value is steady when I do not yet see every answer. No number can touch the truth of who I am. No delay can erase the good inside me. No hard season can take away the light I carry. Let that reach the places in you that felt small. Let it reach the part that once believed money had the power to name you. Let it reach the part that thought, if I do not have enough, maybe I am not enough. That was never true. Not for one breath, not for one moment. Your worth was never sitting inside a wallet. Your worth was never waiting in a bank. Your worth has been breathing with you the whole time. I am more than what I owe. I am more than what I earn. I am more than what I have saved. I am more than what I have lost. I am more than what I am still trying to understand. I am a living soul with a beating heart, and I deserve tenderness while I grow. Say it softly inside. I am more than money. I am more than fear. I am more than this old story. Let the words move like warm water through your chest. Let them wash the shame from the corners of your heart. You are not here to be measured by pressure. You are here to remember the quiet truth that has always lived beneath it. I no longer bow to fear as if it knows my future. I no longer bow to fear as if it knows my whole path. Fear only knows what has already hurt. Fear only knows what it has seen before. But my life is still open. My future is still breathing. My next chapter is not written by old panic. This is deep. Let it land. Fear may speak, but it does not have the final voice. Fear may rise, but it does not hold the pen. Fear may point to the past and say, "This is how it will always be." But something wiser in you can answer, "No, I am open to a kinder way." I let my inner world become richer before my outer world changes. I let my inner world become richer in peace, richer in trust, richer in patience, richer in self-respect, richer in the kind of calm that cannot be bought. I let my inner life become a warm home, not a place of constant alarm. This is where receiving begins to deepen, when your inner world is no longer empty of kindness, and your own voice is no longer cruel, when your body no longer feels like it must brace every moment, when your heart is not abandoned by your thoughts. Then even before money changes, something has already changed. You are not living inside the same fear. You are becoming a different place for life to meet. I choose a quiet confidence that does not need to shout. I choose a quiet confidence that can sit still. A quiet confidence that can breathe. A quiet confidence that can wait without falling apart. A quiet confidence that says, I am learning and I am still worthy. A quiet confidence that says, I can take the next step without losing myself. You do not need to become loud to be powerful. You do not need to become sharp to be safe. You do not need to prove your confidence to anyone. Let it be quiet. Let it live in your breath. Let it live in your posture. Let it live in the way you stop speaking to yourself with fear. I am ready to meet money as a calm creator, not a tired chaser. I am ready to meet money with clearer eyes. I am ready to meet money with a steadier heart. I am ready to meet money with choices that respect my peace. I am ready to create, receive, learn, and grow without making my body live in panic. This is not about doing nothing. This is about doing from a new place, a softer place, a wiser place, a place where your action is not poisoned by shame, a place where your effort is not driven by self-rejection, a place where you can move and still feel connected to your breath. Money can meet the peace I am becoming. Money can meet the steadiness I am growing. Money can meet the honest value I bring. Money can meet the open space I am creating inside myself. Money can move toward a life that is no longer closed by fear. Feel the title in a new way now. Stop chasing money. Let it chase you. Let that not mean magic without movement. Let it mean you are done running from your own worth. Let it mean you are done making fear your home. Let it mean your peace becomes stronger than your panic. Let it mean money may meet you through doors that match your calm, your care, and your honest steps. I am no longer willing to abandon my body for money. I am no longer willing to abandon my peace for approval. I am no longer willing to abandon my heart for pressure. I am no longer willing to abandon my sleep for fear. I am no longer willing to abandon myself to feel safe. Let that be powerful. Let that be tender. Let that be true. You can care about money and still care about your body. You can build your life and still protect your heart. You can want more and still move gently. You can grow without making yourself your own enemy. I can be deeply supported and deeply free. I can be supported without being trapped. I can receive without being owned. I can welcome help without losing my voice. I can let life bring go to me without giving away my soul. I can be open and still be clear. I can be soft and still be strong. Support that harms your spirit is not the support you are calling in. Support that asks you to disappear is not the support your heart needs. You are opening to good that respects you, good that can sit beside peace, good that helps your life feel more honest, not less, good that brings room to breathe. I now release the old belief that struggle makes me more deserving. I release it slowly. I release it kindly. I release it from my shoulders. I release it from my hands. I release it from the way I think about work. I release it from the way I think about receiving. I release it from the hidden places where I thought pain was proof. You never needed pain to prove your value. You never needed exhaustion to show devotion. You never needed constant worry to show responsibility. You are allowed to grow through peace now. You are allowed to learn through kindness. You are allowed to become steady through love. I am permitted to live with more ease than I knew before. I am permitted to live with a softer breath. I am permitted to let my life become lighter. I am permitted to accept support that feels clean. I am permitted to let simple joy return. I am permitted to stop making every day a battle. There may be a part of you that does not know how to accept this yet, and that is okay. And if a part of you doubts this, let it be here. You do not need to force belief. Let the doubt sit beside you. Let it breathe too. Let it listen with you. You do not have to push doubt away to receive peace. You can carry doubt gently and still open one little door. I am not waiting for permission to feel worthy. I am not waiting for permission to breathe. I am not waiting for permission to rest. I am not waiting for permission to receive what is honest and kind. I am not waiting for the world to tell me I am allowed to be at peace. This is your life. This is your breath. This is your heart. And you are allowed to begin treating yourself as someone precious. Not later. Not after everything changes. Now, in this quiet moment, with the life you have, with the heart that is still here. I belong in rooms where my gifts are respected. I belong in work that does not crush my spirit. I belong in exchanges that feel fair and clear. I belong in choices that do not make me hate myself. I belong in a life where my peace matters. Let this rise gently. You do not need to force any door open tonight. You do not need to know which room comes next. Only let your heart understand that you do not belong forever in places that make you feel small. You are allowed to move toward what honors your breath. You are allowed to become available to what sees your value. I allow my needs to be met in ways that feel peaceful and honest. I allow my needs to be met step by step. I allow daily support to come closer. I allow simple answers to appear. I allow safe guidance to reach me. I allow enoughness to grow in my choices. I allow care to become part of my money story. You have needs. That does not make you wrong. You have dreams. That does not make you selfish. You have a tired heart. That does not make you weak. You have a desire for more peace. That means something inside you still believes life can become kinder. I rise from pressure into presence. I rise from old shame into quiet self-respect. I rise from fear-led choices into calmer wisdom. I rise from the habit of chasing into the practice of receiving. I rise without rushing. I rise without losing myself. I rise in my own time. This is the peak of the heart, not loud, not sharp, but deep. You are rising inside. Maybe no one can see it yet. Maybe nothing outside has changed in this moment. But inside, a new decision is forming. You are no longer willing to treat fear as the only truth. You are no longer willing to chase until you disappear. You are no longer willing to call panic your guide. I am worthy of money that supports my life. I am worthy of work that respects my energy. I am worthy of rest that renews my spirit. I am worthy of choices that make me feel whole. I am worthy of support that does not ask me to suffer first. Let these words hold you. You are worthy. Not because of what you earn, not because of what you own, not because you have everything figured out. You are worthy because you are here. You are breathing. You are trying. You are learning. You are opening. And that matters. I no longer chase from the wound. I receive from the wisdom. I no longer move from panic. I move from the breath. I no longer let lack name me. I let love remind me. I no longer turn money into a mirror of my soul. I let money become a tool in my hands. This is freedom. When money is no longer allowed to tell you who you are, when fear is no longer allowed to write every sentence, when your worth no longer rises and falls like a fragile leaf in the wind, you become steadier. You become kinder to yourself. You become able to receive without falling apart. I can be trusted with increase. I can be trusted with better choices. I can be trusted with clearer boundaries. I can be trusted with new support. I can be trusted with peaceful growth. I can be trusted with more room to live. Maybe you once feared more because you did not know if you could hold it. But you are learning. You are not who you were in the old story. You can grow into the life that comes closer. You can become steady enough to hold good things softly. You can let increase teach you, not frighten you. I am not chasing the old life anymore. I am not chasing old fear. I am not chasing old proof. I am not hazing the feeling that I must suffer to be safe. I am turning toward a calmer life, a wiser life, a life where money can serve peace instead of stealing it. Let your heart feel that turn, like a small boat turning away from rough water, like a tired bird turning toward a warm branch, like a traveler turning toward home. You are turning toward yourself. You are turning toward ease. You are turning toward a new way of receiving. I am deeply enough for this next breath. I am deeply enough for this next step. I am deeply enough for the support that is meant for me. I am deeply enough for calm growth. I am deeply enough to receive without apology. Not someday, not when you are perfect, not when you have no fear, not when every number is right. Now, you are enough in the middle of becoming. You are enough while learning. You are enough while opening. You are enough tonight. You are enough tonight. You are enough before the answer. You are enough before the money. You are enough before the door opens. You are enough before anyone understands your path. You are enough here, breathing, softening, listening. Let the heart receive it again. You are enough tonight. And again. You are enough tonight. And again, even softer. You are enough tonight. Now the energy begins to come down, not away from power, but deeper into peace. The strongest words have touched the heart. Now they can settle. Now they can become part of the body. Now they can become quiet enough to stay with you. Imagine your life like a piece of cloth being woven very slowly. Thread by thread, day by day, breath by breath. Some threads are bright, some are dark, some are rough from old fear, some are soft from love. And for a long time, money fear may have been a dark thread running through the fabric. Not because you chose pain, not because you did anything wrong, but because fear was woven in early, repeated often, and pulled tight over time. Tonight, you are not tearing the whole cloth apart. You are not destroying your life to begin again. You are simply adding new threads, threads of peace, threads of trust, threads of self-respect, threads of slow receiving, threads of honest support, threads of rest. This is how change becomes gentle, not by ripping, not by forcing, not by hating what was woven before, but by placing new threads with care. A new breath here, a new thought there, a calmer choice, a softer hand, a kinder word to yourself, a small moment where you do not chase. Over time, the pattern begins to change. The old fear is not the only color anymore. The cloth becomes warmer, wider, softer, more true to the person you are becoming. And maybe tonight is one of those new threads, a quiet golden thread, a thread that says, I can receive without fear, a thread that says, my earth is not for sale, a thread that says, I may build a softer money story now. There is another image here, a small bowl placed on a table under the night sky. The bowl is simple, open, still. It does not chase what belongs inside it. It does not run across the table. It does not plead with the stars. It rests in its own shape, and because it is open, it can receive. Let your heart be that bowl tonight, simple, open, still, not empty in a hopeless way, open in a ready way, open to peace, open to calm ideas, open to safe support, open to money that comes through honest paths, open to a kinder rhythm inside your body. You have already heard many truths tonight. Now let them return with more depth, but in softer clothes. You are not here to run from fear anymore. You are here to come home to your breath. You are not here to grab at every door. You are here to feel which door carries peace. You are not here to prove that you deserve care. You are here to allow care to become part of the way you live. You can let your hands become less tense. You can let your choices become less harsh. You can let your thoughts about money become less cruel. You can let your body rest while your life continues to unfold. You can let tomorrow bring its own light. Let this become simple. You can breathe before money thoughts take over. You can soften before old panic becomes the leader. You can pause before you call yourself behind. You can listen before you chase what may not be yours. You can receive a small good thing without pushing it away. These are not small changes. They are quiet changes. Quiet changes are often the ones that stay. A loud promise can fade by morning, but a soft choice repeated with care can become part of your life. A soft choice like closing your eyes before fear takes you. A soft choice like saying, I will not shame myself tonight. A soft choice like touching your heart and remembering, I am still here. Let there be a longer quiet now. Let the words already spoken settle like snow on a quiet roof. Nothing needs to move. Nothing needs to be fixed in this pause. Just let the stillness cover the old noise for a moment. And if thoughts come, let them come softly. Let them sit down. Let them rest too. Even the worried thoughts are tired. Even the fearful thoughts have been working too hard. Even the part of you that keeps planning needs a blanket tonight. You do not need to reject any part of yourself. You can hold all of it. The brave part, the afraid part, the hopeful part, the tired part, the part that wants money to feel easier, the part that is still scared to believe it can. All of you can be here. All of you can breathe. The old chase may have begun as protection. Maybe it tried to keep you safe. Maybe it tried to help you survive. Maybe it thought if it kept running, nothing could fall apart. So do not hate the chaser inside you. Bless it softly. Thank it for trying. Then invite it to sit down beside you. Say inside softly, you can rest now. I am learning another way. Again, you can rest now. I am learning another way. One more time, slower. You can rest now. I am learning another way. The new way is not empty. It includes action, but action with breath. It includes care, but care without self-harm. It includes responsibility, but responsibility without constant alarm. It includes money, but money in its right place, not above your heart, not above your peace, not above your life. You can let money become a guest in the house of your life, a useful guest, a welcome guest, a guest that helps with the table, the light, the shelter, the sharing, but not the owner of the house, not the voice that tells you if you matter, not the power that decides if you may sleep. Your heart is the house. Your breath is the door. Your peace is the warm room inside. So when money comes, let it serve life. When money goes, let it go with care. When money feels unclear, let your breath stay close. When money grows, let gratitude keep you soft. When money slows, let wisdom keep you steady. You are learning to stay with yourself through every movement. This is what it means to stop chasing money and let it chase you in a deeper way. You stop running out of your own inner home. You stop chasing from the cold street of fear. You come inside. You light the small inner fire. You prepare the table. You become present. And what is honest, useful, and meant for your life may find a clearer path to you. Let the soft weaving continue. One thread of peace, one thread of patience, one thread of enoughness, one thread of courage, one thread of rest, one thread of trust, one thread of open receiving. No hurry, no force, no need to see the whole pattern tonight. Maybe the new pattern is still hidden. Maybe only the first lines are forming. That is okay. The deepest things often begin under the surface. Bread rises under a cloth where no one is watching. Roots drink water in the dark. Pearls form in quiet places. Your new money story may also begin where no one can see it yet. It begins in the way you breathe. It begins in the way you stop using fear as a whip. It begins in the way you let one kind sentence replace a harsh one. It begins in the way you let the bed hold you tonight. It begins in the way you say, I do not need to run right now. Let these softer truths move through you. You may meet money with more calm than before. You may notice support in forms you once missed. You may take wise steps without feeling so alone. You may feel more space around choices that once felt tight. You may slowly teach your body that receiving can feel safe. No guarantee, no pressure, just an invitation. An invitation to treat yourself with more kindness. An invitation to let peace touch your money story. An invitation to build with breath instead of panic. An invitation to let good come closer through honest, grounded, loving ways. Feel your body again. Feel the quiet around you. Feel the space beneath the words. This is where integration happens. Not in the loud mind, in the soft body, in the steady breath, in the heart that does not need to defend itself right now. You can carry these truths gently, not like heavy rules, like small stones in your pocket. Smooth stones, comfort stones. One says, I can pause. One says, I can receive. One says, I can choose calmly. One says, I can rest. One says, I am still worthy. And whenever fear comes again, you do not have to fight it. You can touch one of these inner stones. You can remember one soft truth. You can take one breath. You can say, I am not living from the old chase in this moment. You can come back again and again. This is the slow return, the return to your body, the return to your worth, the return to your peaceful center, the return to a money story that does not need to hurt you to change you, the return to a life where receiving becomes less frightening. Let the weaving continue now without effort. Let the bowl remain open. Let the snow stay soft on the roof. Let the inner house stay warm. Let the chaser inside you sleep. Let the receiver inside you breathe. You are not forcing belief. You are letting new words rest in the heart. You are not pretending life is perfect. You are choosing not to hurt yourself with fear tonight. You are not giving up. You are giving your spirit room to recover. And in that room, something beautiful may begin. A calmer idea, a peaceful choice, a kinder relationship with money, a soft trust that was not there before, a sense that you can move forward without running, a sense that you can receive without fear taking the whole room. Let it be slow, let it be simple, let it be enough for tonight. The cloth is still being woven. The bowl is still open, the snow is still soft, the breath is still here, and you are still here, ready to drift deeper, softer, safer. Now let the words become slower. Let them become lighter. Let them begin to carry you toward rest. You have listened enough. You have opened enough. You have done enough for this moment. Now your body may begin to receive quiet. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe, not away from yourself, back into yourself, back into the body, back into the breath, back into the peaceful dark where nothing has to be chased. Take one slow breath in, one, and release. Take another soft breath in, two, and release. Another breath, three. Let the body become heavier. Another breath, four. Let the mind become slower. One more breath, five. Let the heart feel held. Now let your attention move down to your feet. Your feet can relax now. The toes can soften. The soles can loosen. The heels can rest. Your feet have carried you through so many days. Tonight, they do not need to carry you anywhere. Let your feet be still. Let them be warm. Let them be heavy. Let them be done for the day. No more running. No more chasing. No more moving toward answers. Only rest. Now feel your ankles. Let them soften. Let them release the small hidden tension. Let the lower legs become calm. The calves, the shins, the knees, all softening, all resting, all safe enough for this moment. Your legs can let go. They do not need to prepare for tomorrow. They do not need to stand strong tonight. They can sink. They can rest. They can become heavy, warm, and quiet. Now let the softness move into your thighs, into your hips, into the base of your body. Let the places that held pressure begin to melt. Not because you force them, because you invite them, softly, kindly, slowly. Your body is allowed to rest and restore in its own gentle way. Your body does not need pressure from your mind. Your body does not need fear as a guide. Your body may feel calmer as you stop chasing every thought. Your body may welcome this quiet. Now bring softness to your belly. Let the belly rise. Let the belly fall. Let the breath move there like a slow tide. Nothing to hold. Nothing to hide. Nothing to tighten around. Only breath. Only warmth. Only this quiet moment. If money fear has lived in your belly, let it loosen tonight. Not all at once, just a little space, a little ease, a little room for peace. Now bring softness to your chest. Let the ribs widen gently. Let the heart area feel warm. Let the breath touch the places that have been waiting for comfort. You do not need to make the heart feel anything. Just let it be. Your heart can rest. Your heart can stop reaching. Your heart can stop asking every question. Your heart can lie down inside this moment. Your heart can be soft. Your heart can be safe. Now feel your shoulders. Let them drop. Let them fall away from the ears. Let the upper back become wide. Let the weight you carried begin to slide down into the earth beneath you. You do not have to hold it. Not now. The day is not asking anything more from you. The night is not asking anything more from you. This breath is not asking anything more from you. You can stop. You can soften. You can rest. Now feel your arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the wrists, the arms, the fingers. Let them become loose and quiet. These hands have done enough. They have reached enough. They have held enough. They may rest now. Let your hands be open in spirit, even if they are still. Let them become peaceful. Let them become gentle. Let them become soft little places where receiving can feel safe. Now soften the throat, soften the jaw, soften the tongue. Let the mouth rest. Let the cheeks soften. Let the eyes become heavy. Let the forehead become smooth. Let the whole face release the need to be ready. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. The body knows how to move toward rest. The mind can follow. The heart can follow. The breath can lead. Now let these final rest affirmations come like soft waves. You do not need to repeat them out loud. You can simply let them pass through you. Tonight, I let my body choose rest over worry. Tonight, I allow my body to choose rest over worry. Tonight, the body can become quiet while life continues in its own rhythm. I place money concerns outside the bedroom of my mind for now. I place the concerns down gently. I do not throw them away. I simply do not sleep with them in my arms tonight. My sleep can be a calm space where fear is not in charge. My sleep can be a soft room inside the night. My sleep can support my healing journey by giving my heart a place to be still. I let tomorrow wait until tomorrow. I let tomorrow stay where it belongs. I do not pull tomorrow into this bed. I do not carry tomorrow into this breath. My mind may become quieter with every slow exhale. My thoughts may become softer. My inner world may feel more spacious. My body may feel safer as the night deepens. I invite peaceful dreams and gentle rest. I invite calm dreams. I invite soft rest. I invite the feeling of being held by something kinder than fear. I allow new understanding to come in its own time, not tonight by force, not through pressure, not through worry, in its own time, in its own gentle way. I am safe to sleep before everything is solved. I am safe to close my eyes before every answer arrives. I am safe to rest in the middle of becoming. I let the night carry what my mind cannot carry right now. I let the quiet hold what feels too heavy. I let the darkness be soft, not frightening. I let rest be a kind support. I may wake with a clearer heart. I may wake with a gentler thought. I may wake with more space around what once felt tight. I may wake ready for one simple step. I give my nervous system permission to slow down. I give my breath permission to deepen. I give my body permission to feel safe enough for rest. I give my heart permission to stop reaching tonight. I do not need to chase in my dreams. I do not need to work while I sleep. I do not need to solve money in the dark. I can rest. I can drift. I can be held by this quiet. Now let the body scan move one more time. Feet soft, legs heavy, belly loose, chest warm, shoulders low, hands open, jaw relaxed, eyes closed or soft, mind slow, heart safe, drifting now, deeper, softer, safe, again, deeper, softer, safe, once more, deeper, softer, safe. The old chase is far away now, like a road outside the window, like a sound fading down the street, like a dream that no longer needs your attention. You are here, in rest, in breath, in the quiet place where receiving begins without effort. Let the next breath be smaller. Let the next thought be lighter. Let the next moment be simple. No reaching, no proving, no running, only rest. You are drifting now, deeper into peace, softer into trust, safe in this moment, safe enough to stop chasing, safe enough to sleep. Now the words become simple, slow, circular, like a soft song that does not need to end quickly. Let them move around you. Let them repeat with gentle changes. Let them become part of the quiet. The chase can sleep now. The chase can rest. The chase does not need to lead me tonight. The old running can grow quiet. The old pressure can fade back. The old chase can sleep beside the night. I am not following the chase into my dreams. I am not carrying the chase into my body. I am letting the chase become still. My breath is my first place of peace. My breath is the doorway back to calm. My breath brings me home to this moment. I return to the breath before I return to fear. I return to the breath before I reach for worry. I return to the breath and find myself waiting there. Breath by breath, I become softer. Breath by breath, I become steadier. Breath by breath, I become more open to peace. My hands remember how to open. My hands remember they do not need to grip. My hands remember they can rest and still receive. Open hands, soft hands, peaceful hands, hands that no longer beg, hands that no longer fight, hands that can welcome what is kind and true. My heart is not for sale. My peace is not for sale. My worth is not for sale. No number owns my heart. No fear owns my peace. No old story owns my worth. I belong to my breath. I belong to my inner quiet. I belong to the truth that I am already precious. Support may come in gentle ways. Support may come in simple ways. Support may come in ways my fear did not expect. I leave room for kind surprises. I leave room for honest help. I leave room for calm ideas to meet me. I do not need to know every path tonight. I do not need to name every door tonight. I can rest while life keeps unfolding. Money can serve my peace. Money can support my life. Money can move through honest and gentle channels. Money is not my master. Money is not my judge. Money is a tool I can learn to hold with care. I let money return to its right place. I let peace return to its right place. I let my heart return to the center. I receive slowly. I receive gently. I receive in ways my body can understand. I do not force receiving. I do not rush receiving. I allow receiving to become safe, one breath at a time. A little peace can enter. A little trust can enter. A little support can come closer. I am enough in the quiet. I am enough in the waiting. I am enough as I rest tonight. I do not need to prove enoughness. I do not need to chase enoughness. I do not need to earn the right to be gentle with myself. I am enough for this breath, enough for this rest, enough for this soft new beginning. The night can hold me. The silence can hold me. This gentle moment can hold me. I let the night soften the edges of worry. I let the silence make room around my heart. I let this moment remind me that I am safe enough to rest, deeper now, softer now, safer now. The body can sleep, the mind can float, the heart can stop reaching, the body can sleep, the mind can loosen, the heart can feel warm and held, the body can sleep, the mind can become quiet, the heart can trust this one moment. Let these words stay with you, not as something to remember perfectly, just as a soft feeling, a warm feeling, a small place to return to whenever money fear gets loud again. You can return here when your chest feels tight. You can return here when your mind runs ahead. You can return here when you forget that peace is still possible. This space will be here. This breath will be close. This softer way will be waiting. Which line touched your heart the most? You can share it in the comments if you want to remember it more deeply. Maybe it was about rest. Maybe it was about worth. Maybe it was about letting the chase sleep. Let the line you choose become a little candle in your own heart. And if these words helped you, you are welcome to join this space. Come back whenever your heart needs peace. Come back whenever your body needs a softer rhythm. Come back whenever you are ready to remember that you do not have to chase with fear. Now let the final words become very slow. The chase is quiet. My breath is soft. My hands are open. My heart is safe. I receive peace first. I welcome support with a calm spirit. I let good come closer in honest ways. I sleep without carrying the whole future. I wake when it is time, with one gentle step waiting for me. Rest now, tender heart. The running can end here. Your breath is enough for tonight. Your hands are open enough for tonight. Your spirit is safe enough to soften. And in this quiet, peaceful place, what is meant to support you can begin finding its way home, way home.